I'm actually excited. If they've recorded anything, bring it on.
From him, that's for sure.
Drew Peterson says reports he was secretly taped are ridiculous and that the former friends who claim to have done it are just looking for more. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jim Williams. Roseanne Tejas is off today, but those friends are telling a very different story about what they allegedly caught on tape. One talked on camera exclusively with CBS 2 West Suburban Bureau Chief Mike Puccinelli.
The wire used to be stashed in here.
Len Wawczak is talking about the wire that police investigators hid inside the arm of his couch so that they could listen in on conversations between Wawczak, his wife, and their friend of more than a dozen years, Drew Peterson. And Wawczak says there was a hidden camera, too.
It was right here. But naturally not a camera. It wouldn't look like a camera to him. It would appear to look like something different.
But most of the taping was done in Drew's house over a period of 7 months. Wawczak estimates that hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours of conversations were recorded. Conversations that Wawczak believes will help put Peterson away for murder.
I go off of what I've been told. An arrest is imminent on him.
Wawczak said there are many recorded conversations he can't talk about, but he did say Peterson claimed to be confident the police had no case.
He said, they don't have on me. If they did, I wouldn't be sitting here.
When talking about his murdered third wife, Kathleen Savio, Wawczak said Peterson made a comment that could come back to burn him in court.
No, he said, I should have had the bitch cremated. It would have cost me a lot less, and I wouldn't be going through this.
Wawczak said Peterson would regularly betray his trust by hitting on his wife behind his back.
You know, Paula would be like, God, he kissed me again, you know.
When Wawczak wasn't wearing a wire to tape his former friend for the police, he was often on his computer, setting a different kind of trap. It involved lust and a made-up girl named Ashley.
I am the real Ashley. I'm the one who did the blog. I'm the one that romanced Drew.
Wawczak says he and Peterson had an online relationship for more than 2 months. It started about 5 months after Stacy disappeared without a trace. Shortly after their online affair began, Wawczak says Peterson went on Larry King and told Ashley ahead of time he would signal his love for her on the air.
He said every time he tugged on his ear, that meant he loved me. He tugged on his ear at 3 different instances.
And then, Wawczak says, Peterson cried crocodile tears.
You know, Drew was trying to make it seem like poor little Lacey, you know, was without her ma and everything. And he tried to choke up some tears, and at the same time he was pulling on his ear. It was all just staged, is what I'm saying.
Wawczak said what's hardest now is being away from Lacey and her 3 brothers.
You know, Anthony and Lacey and all of them. They're great kids.
So you're going to miss them?
I do already.
Peterson's attorney says his client did correspond with Ashley. He says some of what's on the blog is true, but he claims a lot more of it is fabricated. Mike Puccinelli, CBS 2 News.